Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for joining us. Let me get a drink real quick. Turn the record button on. Had an itch in my throat. Alright, I'm going to take a break from the pink journal for just a second. I'm just going to go through and try to do some of this green ephemera here. Is what we're going to do today. I'm not going to do I am doing the pink journal, but I just wanted to take a break from it for a minute because I'm going to try to see if I can't get me some stickles to dress up some stuff. But if not, that's fine. But I'm just going to work on this just for today. I'll do something quick and simple this evening. Probably won't be a very long video. It's going to be a little bit of a story time. So, my story time is going to start off with how my day went. So, what had happened to me today? Well, I woke up thinking that... Alright, so let me back up to last night. Okay, last night at my job, our camera, internet thing, whatever, our cameras were not, were going in and out. So, we have an EBT machine, and I went to cash it out and, you know, do the closing stuff for it. And I was like, why is this thing not working? It won't batch it out. Well, then I had to wind up, you know, my boss had called about the time I was closing. And I was like, hey, did you change the EBT when you changed out the internet box? Because, you know, I can't get my EBT to batch out. So he's like, no, you know, go change the box back. So that's what I wound up doing. Got the cameras back up and running, and then they went out again a little bit after I had left. So I stayed up till 6 o'clock this morning till the opener came in and sent a text, you know, that she was there and the store was open, and sent a gas reading and blah, blah, blah. So all of that good stuff. So I stayed up. So when apparently when I went to bed at 6 o'clock this morning, which was Wednesday, I looked on my phone and it said Wednesday. So in my mind, when I'm going to bed, I'm thinking I'm going to wake up Thursday now. Well, guess what? It was not. It was 6 o'clock Wednesday morning, and I was going to wake up at 12 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. Wound up waking up at 1 o'clock and going, it's Thursday. Didn't even look at the phone. It's Thursday. No, it's not, crazy. It's Wednesday. So then there was a situation. The girl that was working, she had been sick, and no one could come cover for her. And I'm reading, you know, after I do my running or what have you that I needed to get done before I went to work and get ready. Then I was like, well, I got a few minutes. I'm going to smoke me a cigarette. I'm going to read the messages from the day, blah, 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 get caught up, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm sitting here, I'm reading the messages, and I'm like, what do you mean nobody else can come? I thought you said yesterday that the other fellow that works there was coming. Now, mind you, this whole time, I'm thinking it's Thursday. No, honey, it's Wednesday. Well, so I'm getting heated and irritated and ill because I'm like, because, you know, my boss just told me just yesterday, which was Tuesday, mind you, not Thursday, not Wednesday. It was Tuesday. Said that, you know, he was going to come and work, you know, if I wanted to come in at 2 or 4 or any time in between there I could. So, yeah. So, I'm thinking this whole time that it's Thursday. But no, crazy. It's Wednesday. You were supposed to be at work at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. Not, you know. So, yeah, that's what happened. So, I woke up, you know, like, going to take the kid to work, you know, blah, 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 get ready, and, you know, just chillaxing and reading the messages. And I called my boss, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? I thought you said so-and-so was going to be there 2 to 4, you know. So if I want to come at 2, I could. If I want to come at 4, I could, you know, or any time in between, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, so what happened to that? And he's like, no, that's tomorrow. I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, no, that's tomorrow. And I'm like, wait a minute, what date is it? He's like, Lori, it's Wednesday. And I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. I was like, oh, my Lord. This is totally, completely my fault. I am so sorry. I thought it was Thursday. It's Wednesday. So, yeah. So, I was hot and mad. And I was like, well, what happened to so-and-so? He was supposed to come to work. Blah, blah, blah. You know. No, crazy. You just, yeah, you don't know what day of the week it is. That's what's wrong with you. So, yeah, I thought, and I don't know what was going on in my brain, but when I went to bed at 6 o'clock this morning, for some reason, I thought, you know, because it was still nighttime, and I looked at the message that she had texted, you know, that the gas reading, all this and that, and, you know, everything's good to go. So, I'm like, okay, the store's open, I can go to bed now, and I'll get up and go to work. And I don't know why I thought I was going to wake up on Thursday, and it was 6 o'clock on Wednesday morning. But that's what happened to me. So, yeah, that's how my day at work started. And then it was just busy, busy, busy. And the poor girl, she was sick today, and I understand when you're sick and nobody can come. I understand that. You get very, very frustrated very, very quickly. I get it. You know, and I told her when I got there, I was like, I'm so sorry. I stayed up and, you know, I read your message this morning about, you know, the gas reading. And I was like, okay, because, you know, like I said, the cameras weren't working, so I stayed up just in case something happened and I had to go up there and meet the police or what have you in the middle of the night. So I was like, I went to bed at 6 o'clock after you sent the thing, and then, you know, I was like, everything's good to go, so I'm going to bed. And woke up thinking that it was Thursday for some crazy reason, but it's not. It's Wednesday, and, you know, I'm so sorry for that. You know, which, mind you, it was 15 minutes after 2, so, I mean, it wasn't like I was majorly late. And she left earlier than she normally would have anyways, had I came in and we split the shift, because when I got there, she was fit to be tied, and I don't blame her, I really don't. You know, because she was sick, and no one could come work for her. And then the one person that was supposed to be there at 2 o'clock on Wednesday woke up and thought it was Thursday. I was like, oh, man. So, you know, so I let her vent, and, you know, and I was just like, you know, and I don't blame her not one bit. I really don't, you know. But sometimes, you know, if you're scheduled off, you make plans. And I understand that, you know. I totally get that. So no one else could come in for her, so she was highly upset. And then the one person that was supposed to have been there at 2 o'clock, me, woke up thinking, you know, that I'm a day ahead. Craziness. So, yeah, it wasn't majorly a deal, but it was a deal. It was an ordeal. So, yeah, so I told my boss, I was like, I am so sorry. I really am just truly so sorry. Because like I said, you know, he said he stayed up too, just in case something happened with the alarm, because the cameras kept going off and on. Something about the internet. I don't know what's going on with it. So, needless to say, me and him both were up all night, just in case something happened, you know. And then I went to bed thinking I was going to wake up the next day, you know, like, not that day, the next day. Crazy. I hadn't done that in a long time, so I did that a couple of times before, but I hadn't done that in a while. Go to bed in the morning time thinking that I'm waking up, you know, the next day or what have you. And I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened. So then I was like, I'm just truly am just sorry. It was completely my fault. And what's so bad about it was, you know, I just kept going, today is Thursday. And I was like, you know, why are y'all mad? Today's Thursday, you know. No, knucklehead, it's not. It's not Thursday. Crazy. Get up, go to work. Yeah. But, you know, and then what was so funny was I was ill because I called my boss and I'm like, so what happened to what's his name? Supposed to be in to work, you know, and worked 4 to 1 day, blah, 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 blah. He's like, no, that's tomorrow. I'm like, no, it ain't today. He's like, Lori. I was like, wait a minute, what day is it? I mean, it's funny and comical now, but at the time, it really was not funny and comical. I was like, oh, man. I'm so sorry, boss. I'm just going to leave them dangly like that. He's cute. I like that. So, yeah, that's how my day at work started out. So, you know, always fun. Not really, but... And then we were super duper. I was busy tonight. Up until about 8:30 or so. And then there was supposedly a high-speed police chase. I don't know what was going on. They was going up and down the road in front of our store. And then they kept going up and down the road. They'd stop and then they'd take off. They'd stop and they'd take off. And I was like, what in the world is going on? And then all of a sudden, like, there was like no traffic. It was just like, oh man, let me put everything up just in case. I was like, I don't even know what's going on here tonight. I mean, it was like a full moon or something. I need to get a better pair of scissors. That's the any kind of scissors, and it's just gonna haggle this up because this is a little bit thicker yarn. But yeah, I was just all crazied up today. Because I called her and I was like, well, what do you mean? I thought Charles was supposed to be coming in at 1. And then, yeah, tomorrow he is. Crazy. Not Wednesday. But it was so funny. My boss was like, that's tomorrow. And I was like, no, it's not. It's today. He's like, Lori, it's tomorrow. Today's... And I was like... No, what day is today? He's like, today's Wednesday. And as soon as he said that, I went into, oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. It's completely my fault. Yep. I like these little things here. Because remember when I was doing this stuff earlier and I was like, I've got red and green. I saw that at the Hobby Lobby and didn't get none, and now I wished I did because, you know, at that time I couldn't find it. Well, I had it, but you know where it was at? In my box underneath my desk. And the grandbaby done these up for me. And she said she was done with it, and I said, well, okay. Because, you know, some of them's completely full colored and some of them's not, and I am perfectly fine with that. Just gives it character. But she did a good job. She did a bunch of them. She did a bunch of green ones. She did a bunch of brown, red, and pink. She did 4 pink, 4 red, and 4 brown, I think. And then 3 green ones. And she likes doing the ink, the stamping. She calls it stamping. But yeah, she came this weekend and done that for me while I was printing off some pretties, as she called it, pretty papers. Meemaw's pretty papers. Oh goodness, Snoop, you just went out. Why are you whining? I guess because I'm in here laughing and giggling. He wants to know what's up. Wants to know what Meemaw's in here doing. Probably thinking it's Thursday again. the heck? I was just, oh, Lord have mercy. I was like, are you serious? I really did that. Yes, I did. I hadn't done that in a long time, went to bed. Now, I have gone to bed and, like, and woke up and thought it was the next day, and it'd be like 5 or 6 o'clock, you know, especially when the time changes, you know, and it gets dark at 5 o'clock. Now, I have fell asleep and woke up, and it'd be, you know, like 6 or 7 or 8, and be like, oh my God, what time is it? I have done that, and it's only, you know, a couple hours later. Yeah, I have done that. But I have not went to bed and woke up thinking it was like 2 days later in a while. Used to do that quite a bit because some of the ladies that worked with us here at this store were not always on time. So you'd have to go open the store and then, you know, wait for them to get there. Then you leave, come back, you know, at 2 o'clock. I've done that quite a bit. Not a whole lot here recently, thank goodness. So, I think tonight I am just going to go to bed after I get done with my video. And put that there. I'm going to put his foot over top of it. Yeah, let's do that. The good list. I like that. But yeah, so I'm going to go to bed after I get my video done tonight. And so then tonight, when I was getting ready to close, my boss called me. And I answered the phone. I said, why are you calling me at close every night for? He said, because I forget to tell you something. I'm like, oh no. So I'm walking and locking the door, and I started running a report or whatever. And he was telling me, you know, about that they had changed the schedule tomorrow, that somebody else was coming to work and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and tomorrow, if you want to come at 2, you can, or if you want to come at 4, you can. And I'm like, I said, hey, what day is it? I started laughing. He's like, oh, you'll kill me. I was like, I am sorry about that. I was like, but I stayed up because I was so afraid, you know, that the store was going to get broke into or what have you, because he didn't have cameras to check, and then, you know, the security people weren't able to look at the cameras and this and that, and I was just like, oh. So then when she texted this morning, you know, and was like, she's there, everything's good, so I was like, well, I'm going to lay down. I'll see you at 4 o'clock. No, you won't, crazy. You got to get up and go to work. It's Wednesday, not Thursday. And then I was just like, you know, hard on myself all evening. I was just like, I can't believe I done that mess. I cannot believe I did that. But I did. Oh, look, I'm trying to open them, and I put the stopper on them. Crazy. So I didn't want to work in my pink journal today. I tried to want to do something that was already, you know, kind of like prefabbed. so I wouldn't mess up nothing else today. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, let me do something that's a little simple so I won't mess it up. Oh, goodness. Oh, me. This is just so funny. But now y'all will see this on Thursday. It's still Wednesday night for me. I just got off of work. I got about an hour or so before it is actually Thursday. Oh, that's cute. Let's see. What do we want to put on you? We'll put green ties. Yeah, let's do green and white. I'll find the end of it. So I was sitting here and I said, yeah, no, I'm not going to mess with that journal. I'm going to try to tie this one in a bow. It's like I'm not messing up my pink journal, so let me just work on something that It's going to be a little bit simpler for my mind to handle today. Because I'd already picked out the stuff and everything. I just had to, you know, do a little bit of inking and gluing. Oh, give me the thing. And I'm excited. I got my 12-hour wearing working shoes today finally in the mail. These shoes that you see on the internet that are like all the nurses are raving about. Supposed to be able to work 12 plus hours, stand on your feet the whole time and your feet not hurt. I'm hoping and praying that they do work, because my feet hurt really bad most evenings when I get home. So I'm like, well, maybe these miracle shoes that everybody's raving about will work out. Because most of the time I don't sit down. Now, I did sit down for about 2 minutes tonight, and somebody came in. I'm going to put brown around that. But most of the time I don't sit down at work unless I go to the bathroom and use the bathroom. That's about the only time I sit down at all when I'm at work most of the time. So I get really irritated when I have to watch videos to see what happened on a shift and someone's sitting down. I get upset, boy. I'm like, I'm sitting here 8 plus hours most nights, running back and forth and never sit down unless I go to the restroom. And you sitting down for 30, 40 minutes. And then I'm wondering why come this ain't done and that ain't done when I get here. Yeah, I get upset. So the deal was, when I went back to work there, that he not make me watch videos, because then I would be highly upset. And it does upset you a lot. Which, you know, I'm not dumb. You know, and I've done this a long time. I can come into work and I can tell you what you did and didn't do. Because, you know, I got a picture memory and I know where everything was sitting when I left. And what really irritates me is be gone from Friday to Monday and come back and all of the Coke products are still sitting in the same spot for the whole weekend. Nobody's done nothing with them. That's irritating. So, but, you know, things are getting better. Like, you know, we do have quite a new crew. And they do try their best. Sometimes, you know, they get, because you have me and my boss, you know, bossing them. You know, so I do understand it does get irritating. One tells you to do one thing, and then the other tells you to do something else. And then the first one that told you to do the one thing is like, well, why'd you do that? Because I told you to do this. Well, then the owner told him to do this. And I'm like, well, okay. Well, then there you go, then. Do what he said. And I hang up. Oh, that's going to be cute. Do I want to cut the rest of that white off of there? Yeah, I do. But yeah, that's sometimes the issue. This one says one thing, the other one says something else. And then a lot of times, you know, nobody really knows how to take me, because I have, you know, a real dry sense of humor sometimes. And I'm like, what are you calling me for? And I'll say it just like that. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, you know, maybe, you know, I shouldn't have said it. But, you know, I can be taken wrong a lot. And that's why, like, you know, I don't like texting. Because, you know, I'll say, well, what are you doing? What are you doing that for? You know? And they're like, well, you know, just start rambling off because of this and that and the other. And I'm like, I'm just messing with you. Shut up. So, and it's hard sometimes for them, you know, because they don't really know how to take me. And my boss, he thinks I'm going to be mad over everything. Sometimes I am, but it's just, you know, if they do crazy, dumb stuff that they know better, yes, I am going to be very upset because they do know better and they shouldn't have done it because they were trained not to do stuff like that. But they did it anyways. So then I'll ask them and they're like, oh, well, Amit told me to do this, or you told me that. And I'm like, I don't remember telling you that at all. So, I don't know. I don't know what you were listening to that day, but it wasn't me. Unless you called me in my dead sleep. Alright. But yeah, and like I said, I don't blame the girl that was working. I really don't, you know, because I've been there and had upset stomach and have to run to the restroom or what have you all throughout the shift, and nobody can come and work. And I understand it. It is frustrating and it is aggravating. And like I said, you know, it was completely my fault that I thought that it was the wrong day, like something crazy. But yeah. I don't know, should I go around him in red? Let's do that. Let's go around him in red too. Just a touch of red on him. Because I did the vintage photo, and I'm just going to hit it with red on the sides. Let's see. Yeah, that helps him stand out a little bit, don't it? Alrighty. Let me see here. I got some labely bits here somewhere that I want to use. I think I'm going to put that on it. Do none of these say Merry Christmas? There's one. It says Merry Christmas. It's frilly and pretty. We'll use that one. So with you know, me having the crazy mind already today, I was like, well, there's no way I'm going to try to sit down here and do anything in that pink journal and mess it up. I'm going to put that right there and have him like he's standing on it. Then that way I can put me a doohickey up here. And by doohickey, that means a tie. A topper. Yeah, so we can put him like that, like he's standing on it. I want to put him over to the side a little bit like that. Uh-oh, Snoop's barking. There must be a deer outside. Yep, y'all hear him? She's trying to take him out. Something's outside. It's probably a deer. We have a bunch of deers running because they're in what's called the rut. It's their mating season here. So they've been running rampant in the backyard. Okay. Because I want to be able to see the flowers in the back. Alrighty. Now, do I have... I don't think I got no... Yeah, I do. Where's it at? Up here it is. I started to say what I do with that red stuff. Here it is. I think I want to tie me a big old bow here. Let's see what we can get done with this. probably should have used the smaller, but I want a big bow on it, so a substantial bow. That's what I'm wanting. Where's my slot punch? The same place the ribbon was on the shelf over there. Crazy. I wish I could find me some reinforcers for the slot punch thingy. That'd be great. So for about the 5 minutes or so that I was sitting down tonight, I was looking on Etsy again, of course, you know, like I hadn't got enough stuff to print already, or printed already. And I come across some beautiful Christmas collage type papers that reminded me of like oh, that's all kinds of twisted up in it. That reminded me of like what's her name? Rachel at well, that just is not wanting to lay right, is it? I'm gonna have to glue that, I think. It's just all kinds of twisted up. Okay, there we go. See, yeah, I can't tie bows for the crap. Just can't. I don't know why. And I really didn't want to do a whole lot of too much of stuff other than, you know, like gluing and this and that tonight, because this wrist is hurting really bad. I picked up a whole case of beer in the cooler and moved it, and it's been hurting ever since, so. But, yeah. Roxy Creations, that's her name. Rachel from Roxy Creations. You know how, like, she has, like, the collage-y looking sheets? So there was a bunch of collage looking stuff that was real pretty for Christmas. I can't remember where I saw them from now, but I was wanting to try to get them to just make tags and ephemera out of. Make tags and pockets and such. But it was in that style that she does. On a word there. Oopsie. Well, we knocked something over. What else is new? All of these words are long ways. Horizontal. Not vertical. I need a vertical word. So we're going to pull out the Junk Journal Studio. I want to find Ho Ho Ho. I think that would be cute. Are you kidding me with all these papers? Now, if I wasn't looking for it, I'd find it. You all know that, right? Oh, there's one in green, but I think that's going to be a little too blendy. Let's, oh. See that? I put it upside down. Crazy. Yeah, that's going to be a little blendy. Well, shit. There's one in red and brown, like that tag. There's a bigger green one. I saw, who was it? I think it was Rita Jensen, actually. I may be saying her name wrong. That had, you know, like the old photo albums where it has like the sticky sheet. She had her fussy cuts in one of those and just peeled the thing back and got them out. Oh, there's me one. There's a bigger one. Let's do that right there. Okie dokie. And I need to do something about his hat over here. I messed his hat up. So, I was thinking I could put some beadies there of some sort. I don't know. But I think that's going to look a little weird, ain't it? Here, we can do this. Let's switch them up. I'm going to do Santa Claus like that. And then put ho 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 down here. Is that going to mess it up too much? Yeah, I like that. Because I got to cover up that spot there where I didn't clean my cutting mat. I keep on to put it upside down, crazy. Okay, and I like that right there, just at an angle. And I think that is cutie patootie. Or we could do it like that. And I don't feel like this is so open over here. Yep, I like that. Okay. And he's going to be a tag. It's going to be a tag. Tag him up. Okay. Yeah, this green matches really good with pretty much about everything. Now I've got like a green that to stamp with. I was worried this was going to be a little bit too much of a lighter green, but it matches really well with all of the Christmas color stuff that I have. I need to put this over here. I'm going to put you right here because I'm going to wind up losing you in my mess. I'm feeling awful cluttered. And it's mainly because of this decoration box here. Now, let's put these up here, and I'll have these. And I'll breathe. Breathe it, breathe it. So I'm getting too cluttered. Can't do nothing. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Yeah, okay. In between me, claustrophobic myself up. All right, turn it around, because see, look, I was about to do it again. Oh, 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 instead of ho, ho, ho. Crazy. I'll wind up doing that to one of these. You watch and see what I tell you. I probably will. Okay, I'm just going to put that kind of down here, catty corner like so. I kind of need him down here a little bit, so then I can put my ribbon topper. Yeah, because I went through looking to see if I could find some big ephemera tonight. Fussy cuts and such. But then, you know, now I can't remember none of the names of any of the sites or nothing that I found on them. They're in my shopping cart. I know that much. And so then I'm going to do, well, just do it like that. I like that. I don't care. I got to cover that up. Still feel like I need something over here though. Why don't we put a pulley tab on him? Oh, let's round the corners then. We're gonna do that. Ooh, that ain't gonna do it. Oh. Well, look, we'll just do all the corners like that. So he's gonna be a journaling card now with all the corners. Excuse me, now I got hiccups apparently. So now he's going to be a journaling card with all the corners done up. Now I had, oh goodness, come here. These are some bigger ones that I had. Let's see what we got here. That's kind of the same, but not exactly the same. Even like that. That would be cute, wouldn't it? With the brown, the red, and the green. Yes, I think that's a little too much. I like this one, so I have another one like that. Yep, there it is. Okie doke. We'll do that. And I've got to make me some because I've got that whale tail punch, so I need to take and get some of my Christmas scrap papers out and make me some pull tabs of the sorts. Oh, look, there's two of them. There's two of them there. These come from, there was a Christmas kit that Night Owl Collage had when I was on her design team in July that I did. And then these came from somewhere else. But so you can punch it where it does like this, one-sided, if your paper is not big enough to fold over to get the hole punch. So you can punch them and glue them, and I do that as well with little strips like this. And then you can also fold your paper in half, and it will be the whole whale tail. I just want to make sure that the tops and sides match. I don't really care about the bottom piece. And I'll put that like that. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okie doke. Let's put the bottom one on, then I will get the top one situated. And I'm going to check my time, see where I'm at. And make sure it's still Wednesday. Oh goodness. I can't believe, well I can too, believe I did that. Oh, flip it over crazy. Okay, so yeah, that's about where I wanted it at, right there. Yep, okay. So then he can be a good journal card to go behind a full page pocket or underneath the belly band, either one. So much fun. Ow, did y'all hear my neck pop? Good gracious. Bent over, is my head in the camera? Probably. Because I'm trying to line them edges up there so that there's no overhang. Well, I didn't do that too very good, did I? I probably had it right and then moved it when I went to squeezing on it like a knucklehead. There we go. Okie doke. Yeah, they're lined up good. I'm just going to put a little bit more ink on it, just in case I missed any. Oh yeah, I like that. So now he's a good sized journal card. Pull him in and out. That's cute. What time is it? We got about 15 minutes, so let's do a few more. These are kind of quick. I just got to cut around this one a little bit here, and that ain't too bad. I would use my cutter, but I got stuff sitting on it. Surely I can cut this good enough to, well, nope. Spoke too soon, didn't you? Started veering to the right. Okie doke. It's going to be a big old journal card, and put that in the middle. That was a wee bit heavy-handed there, don't you think, with that there ink, buddy? Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I'm just like, ugh, what did you do that for? Okay. And let's round the corner bits. I really do like them Santa Clauses. They're that Miss Ginger journal put out. That's where these big Santa Clauses came from. Ginger's journal. Yep, sure did. That's where they came from. I'm probably going to reprint them suckers again, honey. They are pretty. They plumb pretty. Excuse me. And they make some beautiful tags. I just love that. Those are so pretty. So I like, you know, fussy cuts. You know, so you get smaller ones you make pockets and stuff with. But now when I'm making tags and stuff, I want about a 2. Well, my tags, I like them to be, you know, like 3 inches to 3.5 inches wide by 5 to 6 inches tall. I like bigger tags, you know, take up room on your take up room in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? And I like bigger pockets because I like bigger tags and bigger journal cards. You know, and then you do the loaded pockets. That's when I like the smaller tag bits. But most of the time, whoopsie, try to glue my fingers. I like bigger tags and journal cards and stuff like that. So I like bigger ephemera pieces. And if anyone knows of any bigger ephemera fussy cuts and such like that, please leave me a word in the comment or shoot me an email or something, because I love these bigger fussy cuts like that to make tags and stuff with. And I found, I think she had one that was, what was it? The little angels and the elves. I got to get them printed out this coming weekend and fussy cut so I can play with them. Make some tags and stuff with them. And she had a great sale. Pretty much every one of her kits that she has, Ginger Journal, every one of her kits she had was 95 cents. And look, you know, I went to shopping, honey. I still got about 20 some kits I got to print out. Because she had a real pretty one that was like florals, Christmas florals, and pine needles and such. Yep. And then she had a candy cane one. I think she had a bakery one, a bacon one, and then she had like a woodland one that was real pretty. But you know, I love Christmas, so even if I don't use them this Christmas, we're going to still continue to do Merry Mondays, and we'll work on Christmas throughout the year. it centered as much as I can. It's probably cut oblong anyways. But yep. Okay, that's pretty. Now what was this here? Was that just going to be a little pocket of sorts, I'm assuming? Because there ain't no decoration bits in there. So I'm assuming it was meant to be a pocket. I need to put something else on that. Let me look for something. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes until 2. We could do that and have that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Put little Santa Claus on that. I don't really know. I don't like that much. Let's put the little birdie on there. There we go. Let's put him on there in the middle-ish. And then we can put a pull right here, a slight pull, and it'll be a good pocket. Okie doke. Let's get them done. Alrighty then. That's gonna be good. And I like Ginger Journal's fussy cut bits because you can, like I said, where it has the white border around it, you can set it on my scanning cut to do the white border or not do the white border. So like it'll cut right up against the color. But her fussy cuts work great with the Brother scanning cut. Now I have not used the Cricut machine, so I don't know how they work or how, whatever, but I just knew that for myself, I didn't want something else that I had to plug into and have have to have it hooked to a computer or a laptop for it to work. I wanted it to be a standalone machine, you know. So that's why I wanted the Brother scanning cut. I just wanted a standalone, so if I printed it off, I didn't want to have to fool with turning on the computer, the laptop, or what have you, and you know, all that mess. I just wanted to be able to put my fussy cuts through it, cut them out, and just go on about myself. So you can take it and plug it up anywhere, and it works. You don't have to have it hooked to a computer, but now you can hook it to a computer, and it will do a print, scan to print, or something like that. I have not tried that yet either. Oh, that's going to be a cutesy pocket. Oh, that's going to be a good little pocket. And of course, I got to cut this. Oh, goodness. This is awful small for me to be hanging on to, y'all. Please don't laugh at me with my fussy cutting non-self skills here. I have to run the scissors beside that finger so I can pinch these here together because I can't hold it like that. My fingers just won't let me do it. That's why you see me when I'm inking, it just turns every which way but loose. Most of the time. Lots of times I wind up inking my fingers. Or I'll have it in between these two fingers where I can hang on to it and just spin it around. That's most of the time what I do. Okay, this is going to be a big old journal card. We're going to do this and ink it up with red. Glue them bits down. And then I'll check the time again. We got about 4 minutes. I don't know if I got time to do another one or not. So I'm going to do this, get it inked, get it glued down. Start saying goodbye, because you know we from the South. It takes us forever to say bye, y'all. So I'm going to do this and put that right there. And we'll do a quick recap here in a minute. But yeah, I've enjoy doing these ephemera builds like this. Just now Christmas, like I said, I can sit make Christmas all day, every day. And, you know, never have no kind of journal pages or nothing. Just, oh, that looks pretty. Ooh, I like that. But for some reason, when it comes to regular everyday stuff, it's hard for me to do that without having a, you know, a special place in a journal, or, you know, something that it's going to go in. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't do that. I can't wrap my head around it. Just nonsense, basically. So I am going to start trying, though, have pre-made ephemera made up. Oh, that's crooked. It didn't want to move. It's down. It's on there. There we go. Okay, let's pick herself up. So I enjoyed this evening, y'all. I hope y'all did. Sitting here and playing with our stuff, looking at something different than the pink journal. I don't know, I just needed a break from it. Just, you know, a little break. That's all. And I think it was really because I was afraid I was going to do something to mess it up. That's really what was going on. I was afraid I was going to mess it up today. Because, you know, ain't nothing else kind of worked out good. Well, that ain't too much of the truth. The rest of my shift did work out fine after I got there. You know, and figured out what day of the week it was. Alrighty. I'm trying to pick it up and clean it up in a hurry, y'all. Okay, clean the fingers up. Alrighty, so we did a bunch. So we got this journal card. There's just a pocket with the birdie. 2. Got that journal card. There's just another big old journal card. Or if we need, we can use these as pockets too. That's why I do that. That needs to be glued a little bit better. Let's fix that. But if need be, we can use them as pockets also. So that's why I like making these bigger pieces like this. So if I need to, I can use it as a pocket or a journal card. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's cute. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for an hour's worth of work. And then these here just need to be inked, and I need to put him on something. That's why he's in there. So yeah, I've had fun this evening, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope it was a little welcome break from the pink journal. So thank y'all so much. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Y'all have a good night, and we will talk at y'all tomorrow, which will be my Thursday, y'all's Friday. Bye, y'all.